right. So good evening, everyone. I'm sure you can see my screen. Yima, you can respond to me. We can see my screen. Yima.
I can't see your screen.
Eh?
Yeah, I can see your screen right now.
All right. Thank you. All right. So good evening, everyone, once again. And this is Softjoe. Hope I'm very, very clear. Yima, hope my voice is clear. Yima, I hope my voice is clear. What do you say? I can't hear you. You're looking
Okay,
far from
can
your
you hear
phone.
me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, I said your voice is clear, but I've not
All
started
right, all
seeing your
right.
screen
So
yet.
it's very clear. My voice is very clear. So I'm very clear, right?
Oh, yeah, your voice is clear.
All right, thank you. So I'm sure everyone can see my screen. So let's go dive into the study. The study relative session is just about me coming to replicate a simple logic and model over time. And I think over the space and over the life sessions I've done over, I think close to 3 years now. A year and 6 months or close to 2 years, we have coming here to show you how um I'll be able to trade the market and what has been helping me so far logically coming to the market with simple things, right? So today, oh, my stock that is here, I have to, okay, okay. This is it's on white mode. All right, so tonight I explained something last week, but you might dive into it a little tonight. I was explaining how basically how I trade and you see the way basically we have had this kind of setup. We have structure, we have liquidity, we have key levels, right? These are the things we like. There was a name called SAK, people call it, and structure, liquidity, and key level. But in the light of that, in light of having liquidity, key level, structure, this is where I treat my and which it has been drafted into a model, right? Into a model called the third candle models, which signify that the third candle model signify the third candle of the day, giving us an intention of what price is going to do per time daily, right? So the logic behind this is just not just very simple. Knowing what the third candle interprets during the chart and be able to understand the logic behind it. Now understanding what structure has done, understanding what liquidity is doing, and also understanding where the PI is reacting from the key level, right? In getting to understand that, price action repeats. The one thing I want to tell you that price always repeats itself, and I always tell my people around me that most times I come to tell and not see that price just repeat something. And like what happened to the SAUSD, my guy just knew that what was the price to do today was just to sell off, right, before the closure of today. Because it's a repetition of what has happened, right? I can choose a mini scenario of what price did there, or why price is going to continue to sell off just for today and before the price reacted to buy. But having to understand that the third candle works with in understanding the third candle, you have to there are four models that applies for entry models. So to understand the structure, second thing to understand the liquidity, third thing to understand key level. So there's a structure, there's the topic behind all those things, right? But tonight I want to explain again how the recap of how I collide all these three things into one thing, right? Into one thing, which means that in the space of 30 minutes, I'm going to know what the price is going to do, right? And from there, I can wait. My intention of price daily is to wait for price to print what I want it to print, right? So now, what is the third candle model? Basically, let me just give a brief about this, right? You see, basically, we know that we have is this my rectangle? We have 6 candles that represent Can I get this color? Let me turn this to default. All right, okay. So we have 6 candles in a day. That's 6 4 hours candles that made 24 hours, right? Because you notice that in the forex market or in everything that concerns candles, we work with time frames, right? Time frames differentiate what price per time. So we have the daily, we have the weekly, we have the monthly, we have the 30 minutes, we have the 15 minutes, we have the 1 minute, we have the seconds. So time frames is what differentiates what people see in the market. But in a clear version of everybody has what they look for in the market based on models, based on logic, based on patterns. But this is not a pattern, this is not a it is just a logic, like a model and logic that works together over time and it becomes a desired proven system, right? So now, as we know, as traders, we have on a clock on the 4 hours time frame because basically I trade the market is from the 4 hours to 30 minutes. Like basically, I don't go to 1 minute, 2 minutes, I don't have 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Except there's something I'm looking for in 15 minutes. I mean, but most of my time is based on the 4 hours, 30 minutes. I come to the 4 hours where the top candle is closing and I see what price does. And can you see my screen? Can someone see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Or you guys are not seeing my screen? Can you see my screen? Ima, can you see my screen? Because someone just messaged me now. I'm not moving in on my screen, right? Okay, let me allow Confidence to talk. Confidence, can you hear me? Are you the Confidence? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello. Good evening.
So what happened? You can see my screen, right?
No, I can see your screen. But I can hear you
You
clearly.
can you can't see my screen. My screen is not moving. Right.
No,
Are you
not
serious?
that. Oh, it's not even loading.
Okay, let me reshare again. Let me share the screen again. Sorry. Okay, just a moment. And let me share my screen again. So can you guys see my full screen like this now?
Yes, it's showing now.
It's showing this screen is showing it. Let me see. Let me show my full screen. This is my Telegram screen. So this is my full screen. I think
Yeah, I can see this one. Yeah.
you can see the trading view, right?
Yes.
All right. It's you can see my full screen minimizing and everything, right?
Yes.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So I'm moving. Can you is it moving to alongside?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you. So yeah,
I
so
like it.
let me continue. I can see you guys' message. So I can see that your response is showing, right? Thank you so much. So basically, you can mute yourself, confidence. Okay. All right. So basically, we know that on the time first on the 4 hours, we find out that we have 6 candles that give us 24 hours in the 4 hours time frame, right? So having to understand that, we know that there are each 2 candles of the 4 hours have a session, right? Let me give you an identity. The first 2 candles of the day as is what the Asia session, and the two candles. The second 2 candles of the day is what London, and the last holiday is New York, right? This is a normal understanding when you want to come to forward that they are what? They are sections of the market. We have the Asia, we have the London, and we have the New York. Understanding this thing is a basic understanding. Once you can get this, you can know that the third candle is just of the day, is just this candle. Like what we have today. We have the two Asia, we have the third candle. This is what makes it relevant that what I have business to do is what this candle is doing. So maybe this candle closes, then I have business of what price is doing on the chart. So what it means that the first 2 candles of the day is for the Asia, right? We have the Asia, second candle is for the London, and we have the New York. So where is my third candle? My third candle is the opening of the London, right? To where the New York is going, right? So my third candle is the opening of the London when it ended, that is so it means that I don't have business in this Asia candle. So there are people like that trade the Asia session and they trade it very, very good. People that trade a very new session, but they trade it very good. But my own logic is based on the fact that whatever occurred gives us an intention of what price is going to do next, right? It means that it might follow through from the London session to the New York session. So what do I mean? It means that I don't have business with my Asia, even though I'm alignment with structure, right? Structure is key. So don't get me wrong. Structure is very important. And this is a class for structure. If I'm beginning to teach mentorship sections, structure is my students know that structure is very key because let me give an example on what price just did today, right? It's basically structure. But you will know if price was going to sell off if you don't understand this model, right? Because from structure, normally we can see our price, we are in a bearish scenario, right? We are in a bearish scenario. Looking at price, this was the last sorry, this was the last mitigation of the, let me say, the supply zone, people that trade supply point. So you see that this was the high that brought this low, and we are still in the zone of what? The bearish zone of price action on SAUSD, right? So we are still bearish. So some people are long that are charting off from this point to take out this low. While some people are longing from this point to take out this high. People are doing that often. So, but my process is just to come every day to see what price is doing part time and to catch the momentum of the move at that moment, right? And I'm done. So I don't need to, even though it's just for you to just come part time and see what price is doing daily. Take what the market is doing and you are done, and you come again the next day, repeat the same cycle over and over. It's a repetition moment. So I come every day to repeat the same thing. It's boring, but it's the same thing repeating. So I come to this particular time, come to the market, trade, and I'm done. By 4 p.m., 5 p.m., I'm done in trading SAUSD. Yes, I can come, it depends on the timing. So now, knowing when the top candle closes is very, very important. This is why I trade SAUSD, because it aligns to my session time and where I can basically trade alongside. You can trade other pairs. Anything that has candles, it works for it. Both crypto, BTC, you see that I have BTC. So basically, I do BTC and I do SAUSD. So these are the two pairs that work with my timing. The other pairs, it's very, very late, so I'm very, very desired on the time. I'm not able to trade. So, but when I'm active, these are the pairs that I'm always active looking at. So, how do I now? Once you explain that the top candle is the top candle of the day, so let me call this. So, like this was what happened today. Let me on the replay too, and this was the top candle for today. All right. So you can see how the closure of this candle is where I come in the market. So immediately the candle closes, I'm in the market trying to see what price is trying to tell me based on the fact that structure is important, liquidity is important, and where is price reacting from. That is your POI, your key level, right? So now, based on what happened today, let me explain the storyline. So you can see that today you come to the market of the day and you see price reacting from the point. The top candle closed with a bearish candle and it closed off a level, right? Why? So what do I think? Now, there are two intentions. Let me just give it as a hint. So it's not a full mentorship, but let me just give a hint. People that know, that want to just see why it is being done that way. There are two intention price tends to do in the market while trading this model. Price tends to continue a pull trend, or price tends to what? Give you a reversal of a continuation. So it's either first price continue a pull trend direction, or what? Price end a current structure that is printing. Let's say price was buying and now the price is giving you a signal that it's going to sell based on a retracement or a pull trend. What you expect price to do is to end the current sell or current structure currently to give you what is going to do next. That's a buy. Because there are two things price tends to do in the market. Is that you buy or sell. You can't just do any other thing. So you see that I come to the market, I make a decision that price is buying today, or I come to the market and price is telling me to sell off. So I don't have to guess. So I came to the market to come and be okay, but based on structure, like what happened today, we had price. Okay, our bearish move was price reacting on what? what the price do? How can I explain the story? We have price taking out liquidity, right? And the Asia candle was coming from. Look at what price did. It took out liquidity, right? Price to take out liquidity. Again, we have this high taking price took out liquidity, and what we have this stock candle broke out a level. You see a retested level that was there. It broke it out with a body closure, and also a key level that is also valid. You can see. So what does it give you? It gives you a sign that it's a continuation of a sell, right? Because we have price taking out liquidity coming from what? A POI. So this is a POI. This is where the POI price was coming from. We have a POI price was coming from. You see, a reaction key level price was coming from, taking out internal liquidity, came here again, took out liquidity at the Asia point, and we have price again giving you a breakout of a body. So what do you expect price? A continuation of the sell to take out the nearest liquidity. And where was the nearest liquidity? This low. Right? So that was why price was supposed to sell off today. And now, knowing the structure formation of how your 4 hours interpretation is the key model. Once you can understand your 4 hours to do, you can be able to understand how 30 minutes your model. So because there are 4 models that's used for entry. 4 models are used for entry. I have the M1, I call it model 1, the M2, the M3, and M4. But for today price action, price tends to do what? Let's see what price tends to do today. So for gold timing on the SAUSD, if you are using ETC plus 1, my timing on my calendar here is ETC plus 1 Lagos. So if you are in Lagos, Nigeria, and you're using this timing, your third candle of the day ends by 11 a.m. right? So let's say from 7 a.m. look at my timing here, 7 a.m. to 10:30. The next candle of the fourth candle is start printing from 11 a.m. So by 11 a.m. I'm on the chart, trying to look for what price is trying to do and explain the direction. Once price is closed, and I'm on my chart by 11 a.m., I'm trying to understand what the price has done, then know the next move. Is it that price is going to buy? It's going to sell. So what I need to do? I wait. So Christian, I know that price was going to sell off today. The 30-minute candle, what happened? From level 30, that's where I look for my structure. From level 30, what the price do? This was 10:30. The closure of the candle. So from the fourth candle printing from 11:30, this was 11. Okay, this was 11:30, and we have 12 o'clock. We have 12:30. There's something that is more valid that I'm going to talk about. Maybe I'll keep it from next week because liquidity is very important when you talk about your entry models. So we had a sweep. Once I'm looking for my entry models, all the models have one thing in common: liquidity sweep. Let me see if I can be okay. Look at it. I'm sure you can see this screen. Can you guys see the screen here? This is BTC. Can you see confidence? Like, can you see my BTC confidence?
Yes, I can see.
So you check on my BTC. So I don't want to use that color so you guys can see the screen. This SAU. But look at my BTC. You can see that I have my top candle model here. I have my M1, M2, M3, M4. So what is common here is you can see there's one thing common: sweep of liquidity. Very, very common. So I'm going to explain why it is very important by next session, right? Next week. But today, I'm trying to explain how I form the bias from the H4 candle, right? How is the 4 hours candle, how is it more important when dealing with the third candle? So now you can see from the entry model, we have the sweep, and what do we have next? I think we had the breakout. So we had price give us one consecutive candles, and we had the breakout, right? Mini price gave us a breakout. Our TP was still holding. Another price of what? Come back to my entry. Before this breakout, we have a reaction point, right? My student knows this thing, so let me just give you an entry formation. Our pick here. This was the entry formation. We have this formation. So what the expect price to do? Come back to the entry, and you can see TP was it. This was taken before price give us a reversal. So if you have to cut that aspect, you can see. Let me call this out. So this model I price did today was what I call the model 4, right? my students know about this model, so I don't read it. Let me. Why is it called model 4? We have the liquidity sweep and the body closure. Liquidity sweep and breakout. Then price tends to come back to what? The point of the breakout where there's a rejection before the breakout. So then this was a TP. Where was the candle? This was the candle, right? So we had this. We have price stop loss above the rejection formation. No, this is my stop loss. My stop loss was around there. This area. Stop loss was around this side. And we have 1 to 3 giving us before price rejected. So around 3 here. And you can see our price hit CP with just a candle before we had the reversal for the day. So the understanding of how it's being approached, I'll show you what happened yesterday too. And for Monday, it's been the same thing over time. So you can see how price sold off from that point to that point. Get to understand that what price tends to do is to understand how the H4 is. Look at what happened on yesterday. Yesterday was what? This was Thursday. Was it Thursday? Sorry. Let me close this. All right. Why is my candle showing me Thursday? Okay, this is Friday, yeah. Oh, this is Thursday. Yeah. This is Thursday yesterday. So what do you expect what price did on Thursday yesterday? The same thing. So let me call this. This was the third candle. Right? Third candle of the day was this. Right? So from the chart, what do you expect price to do? You come to the chart, you see that price has taken out a liquidity formation. Right? The Asia is coming from what? A liquidity formation also. Right? And we had a breakout. From the breakout section, as price broke out, what do you expect price to do? The stock candle give us a breakout again. Of what? A rejection point, you can see. Levels have been reacting from that point. The same thing that happened today happened yesterday. So where this price come from? Liquidity formation. And where will price end from? Liquidity, right? A continuation of what has happened. And what do you see price do? That's what price did. It tapped, and we see how the continuation of the buys yesterday. Once you can understand how your H4, what your H4 is going to do is either you buy or sell. Your model on 30 minutes is what you pay attention to, and that is where all we come in. So you can see yesterday we had our model came in, we had price give us a sweep, and we had to consider candles. My students know about this candle. This was a model 2. We have first candles that caused a breakout, second candle that caused a breakout, and where your level price is going to use a good level of price. This is valid. Why is it that valid level? A level that got tested severally, sponsor a movement of buys, convalidated. That was the same point price tends to use to give us the buy continuation. And you can see price pull off from there. Price pull off from there, from the long shot. You can see how we long from that point to take out the nearest liquidity. Right? We long from there to take out what? The nearest liquidity in a short period of time. That's all. And that was like 105. Most of the I'll take a 153 for this was 153 from here. I was out. Right. So understanding how the H4 candle is very, very important in alignment with structure. So what do I pay attention to when I'm coming to the chart is that I pay attention to what the structure is doing. Normal structure of the market, we know that on the structure of the market we have the bearish formation, we have the bullish formation, and we have what? The bearish formation, right? Structure is important, right? We have the bearish formation. After structure is important, you need to understand where liquidity is. Liquidity is either internal or external. That is the type of liquidity. Second type of liquidity we have is the form of liquidity where price gives you a old low or old high. So you can see from here, once you understand liquidity concept, price took out liquidity of a Asia low. What do you expect price to do? Take out an high, valid high, because it's come from an Asia formation. Giving you a strong low, you expect price to continue that formation, because the idea of the third candle is to continue. I was telling one of my students earlier this week that the main thing of the third candle is either it does one thing, continue a reversal, or continue a pull trend. There are two things price tends to do. Once the third candle closes, is it that price is doing something? Is that continuing what price have been doing before time, or is giving you a new structure to continue? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So what does it mean? The true intention of price is that I want to continue a section of price. That means a bias of price buying, or now I want to end the buy and give you a sell, then you continue the sell from there. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So, but the main point of this, how do you know that price is going to give you this model? The first intention is that you see liquidity taking. There must be the liquidity taken in the market. All my entries are basically form of liquidity taken before price giving you your entry to what, to your target. You can see on Wednesday I did a sell which I posted that one of what I posted on the channel. So let me show you why we sold on Wednesday too. This was Wednesday. I don't know if you guys can you guys hear me very clearly too? Can you hear me? Confidence. Can you still hear me? Let me know. Okay, all right. And my screen is still moving, right?
I can always answer you.
What do you say?
My mic. No, I can hear you. I can't
hear you. What do you say?
I said I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you. Yeah. All right. So see. Oh, okay, AG, I can see you too. Yes, I can see your response. You can hear me. Okay, let me unmute you, AG, so you can also speak. So I'm going to unmute you, so any one of you can speak out once I'm asking the question. Right. So let's see what happened on Wednesday. You can see. So on Wednesday, we had price. What? This was Wednesday. So coming to it on Wednesday, what did the price to do? Now, people, this was Wednesday, third candle, right? So now we come to the chart and you see that price are just giving a direct breakout to the downside. The price to do. Now, based on structure, liquidity, and your levels coming, your key levels, your studied, so all these are the background, these are the basic. Once you can understand structure, liquidity, key level, applying all of them, bringing it into one thing is very important. So you don't need to now go from your daily, go to your 4 hours, go to your 30 minutes, go to your 15 minutes for your entry. You can move from just 2 time frames from 4 hours to 30 minutes. Just understand, yours is to wait. You don't have any business trying to prove, okay, its price is reacted from this point. Am I sure? Your own, if you can understand what price is saying on the 4 hours, yours is to wait. Just wait. You don't have business, you're trying to, okay, it's price. Like most times, if price don't give me, and I have a direction of the market, which is buy, and price is show me sell. Even though the sell is correct, I'll let that day go, so that I'll go back and study, right, to see if what I really wanted to buy was the real thing, or price I did a mistake while checking the structure. Because price is always right, market is always right. Most times you can fail to understand what price is saying based on structure as humans, right? But the big thing is that knowing your logic, knowing what to do at part time keeps you to wait or what price is going to do. So you don't have to pick price based on your emotions. It's based on logic, based on fact, right? So what do you see price destined to do today on this day? Price was coming from a key level, right? Let me show you. This was let me on the Asia. Where's my indicator? Just turn on my Asia. I can see that indicator again. So let me add it. Asia mid, high, and low. So let's add it again. So you can see on policy price day, we had on this was third candle on Wednesday, right? You can see what can you see what happened first? Let me take out something. Let me take out these lines. Just in the box. So you can see that from the third candle, how can you explain what price did? You can see that from the third candle, before Asia took out the internal liquidity. We had a recent breakout. Before this breakout, price gave us a recent breakout. Price initial tap on the key level, open close level that got valuated to the downside. And what the price came from a key level. So there was no really sweep of that high. So we see that was the Asia high that was strong, right? Price swept it. give a recent breakout. So price is coming from a key level. Where is price going to end? In a key level. And what do we see? We had a breakout that was covering with a body closure. So price has not end this sequence. So if price comes from a key level, where's my nearest key level? My nearest key level is this support here, this V-shaped key level here. Because price moves from a key level to key level, liquidity to liquidity. That is just the main thing. So if price was coming from a key level and it gave me a wood breakout of a body of so many breakouts of so many levels here, as you can see how many levels it broke out from here. And it showed, okay, now we had a breakout of that point. What do you expect price to do? Continue the sell to the next key level. I just need to press continue the sell. And what the price tends to do later on, you can see price went back, take out liquidity, and you see how price came back and set to the target. Just like that. Knowing what price is doing, where price is coming from, and the target of where price is going, the top candle explains it based on structure. You just need to know what price is coming, where price is coming from, and where is price going. The sequence of what price is doing, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
So the sequence of what price is doing. So how did I get the entry on where is the same thing over time? So you can see, let's go to 30 minutes so I can just show you the entry. And we had price just sweep liquidity. Sorry. We had price sweep liquidity. Sweep liquidity gave us a body closure. Super liquidity and gave us what something. We had a breakout and continuation of that entry. We have been here. So we had a breakout of the continuation should be somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. Based on continuation entry, this was somewhere here. Price, we had a sweep, we had a breakout, and we have price continue from here. But my entry was kind of here based on the fact that of experience first, and based on models by 15 minutes. So you can see after I saw so much rejection at this point, I saw price give me a breakout on a 15 minutes. Then I came back to my time frame on 30 minutes again, and I saw price giving me a kind of model. So we had a sweep, we had a breakout. This was a breakout for me because I have a rejection from this point. That caused this weak rejection that caused a breakout. Price came back to that form of liquidity, rejected from that point. Continuation was from that open close, and I saw price going. But from the model formation, this was the continuation entry to take out the target, right? Target was this key level. And you can see as price took out the target, we have price rejected and reversed immediately. That's what price tends to continue. Price is always continue its section. So it gives you a free access to just once you can understand how the models were and how the entry was. You know, the price is just going to continue its section. So you don't need to just think much about am my stop loss is it tight or something like that. If I won't stop you out once, it just give you 1 week and you're out. But if you are in the right side of the market, price just tends to continue and move to your TP directly. Same thing that happened you can see on this day, on Tuesday, you see why do we buy from there? You can see why was price buying. Let me show you again. Price has taken out liquidity, right? My target was this on Monday, which price free to meet. On Tuesday, price took out the liquidity, and we have the buys. So we have buys coming up. And what did buy did? The buy did something very tangible. Let me show you. Where was the level? So this was the level we was trying to. Yeah, was this level? Yeah, it was the level. Open close level that got valuated, got tested. Immediately the price took out liquidity, and there was body closure of that level. What do you expect? Continuation. The same logic happened the next day, happened today. So price is always repeating the same, but in a different formation. Once you can understand where liquidity is located, what is the candle saying? And is there a key level it is above? Is breaking out from? Is a continuation. You just have to know that. And you can see we have to buy on that same Tuesday, on that day. And this is just basically on SAUSD. If we check BTC, what happened today on BTC, let's check Let me do a recap on BTC. Let me change this color. Okay, let me use that. Let me use this other point. So BTC. If there's a question, you can try to raise up your answer. I can ask you a question. Any question so that anyone can ask me. Is there a question so I can answer the question before I'm done session tonight. Next week's session I'll talking more about structure. I'll be explaining more structure, like I said last week, but I'm trying to make it a formation whereby talk about structure, talk about liquidity a little, talk about little sections on POIs and everything, and alignment and everything. So you just how so we can see BTC today. What do we expect price to do based on the third candle and price reacted? Okay, this was 10-minute time frame. So in the 4 hours time frame, right? Nice. So we had price. Okay, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. So the third candle, what do we expect price to do? Price took out. Third candle was what giving us before the third candle. We can see our price was giving breakout to the downside, right? To the downside, and the third candle took out liquidity. What do you expect price to do? So every liquidity taking price to out and reactive. So what do you expect price to do? See sequence. Breakout. Where is price coming from? A key level. Can you see? A key level. And we had a breakout. Where's the next key level price is tend to do? Let's see. The price tend to do is go to be down, but we have a liquidity week. So I tell students when you see liquidity week like this, be rest assured that price see the price ticket. I see. Oh, that was a tap on that. Yeah, was a tap on that. So that's come from a key level.
Your voice is level.
Price come from a key level, and we had a breakout. So now this is now very a bit confusing because we see the top candle sold off, right? Because this was the opening, right, of this buy. It sold and it tapped and started rejecting and giving us a body. So now you say, okay, price has taken out liquidity from level and level, and you say price to what? Buying from here. Funny enough, why will price buy from there? Price cannot just buy from here and just take out this eye because we have a strong eye where price is coming from. Look at it, a sweep of that eye. It's still coming from a zone here. You can see. So you cannot expect price to just come and take out that eye just like that. So the basic structure that price did there was that what the price do? Tap on the key level, give us a recent breakout already. See, once you can understand what price is telling from the Asia, and your third candle is explaining it. So now we had price giving us a recent breakout. The third candle we had price sold, and it was buying. So what do you expect? Now the second hint of the third candle is that on the buying pressure, price will afterwards end the buys. So continue the sell. So the recent breakout here was to sell. And now we have price taking out external liquidity. We want price to end this buy, to take out liquidity, then to sell off. I have a PDF of this which I shared into the channel. Some people can go and check the PDF. So there are two formation of what price tends to do. Take out. So let's see what price did. This was it. We have price. So we have price taking. Oh, nice. See, you can see. Now we have the set coming off strip, and we have a body close, and we have a breakout. So let's say this body closure, it was a level around that point. No. So this model one will be out from this point because there's no level in between. There's no level in between here. So strip, but a breakout to continue candles. What the price came to do, the reaction before the breakout. You can see there was a reaction point that collided with what all these points here. So where your level be? My level is going to be this strong key level or mark this A-shaped key level. You can see A-shaped key level that sponsored by came here, tested over time, and you can see inducement came in. So this was an inducement formation. We have price now sold off from this zone here to the nearest, at least 1 to 3 we are out from the market. Stop loss above a high, and we can see our price gave us 1 to 3 from that zone. So you can see our price took out. So we had price taking a sweep, a breakout inducement, the reaction before the breakout. So price came back to the reaction point before the breakout. It can be the entry again, and price used that point. This was model 4. And we see our price tapped, and we have price executed it exactly what we wanted. Right? Is there any question before I end this session? And let me allow Joe to speak to. Is there any other question? Emmanuel? Is there any other question? Is there a question tonight, or you understand what I was saying? So this same thing happens on up here. So let's say US 30, let me look US 30. Belong I've checked this here, but let's see. US 30 third candle. This is not, I'm not teaching you the entry mode. I'm not telling you what price tends to do on each of the candles. So let's your 30 third candle. Let's see. All right, this is different timing. I think from 10 a.m. to 10 to 2 p.m. So we can see our prices in the breakout, and the same thing to color liquidity price also end this buy to give us a sell formation. The same breakout is the downside. So you just know you're looking for sales. By 2:30 or 3:30, 2:30, yeah, sweep of the liquidity, we have price sweep and we had a breakout. Right? So before price, I think price has closed already for today. So we had the sweep, liquidity taken by 2:30, and we have to consider candles breakouts that cause the breakout. And what this price tends to do, price tends to use the breakout section to sell off. All right, you can see to consider candles that cause the breakout, and price use it tap at least year to year before the price action. So which price is coming up on Monday, we can see expect more dump. You can see this is basically understanding the direction of the market. Same way on based on charts that happened here now, I know that's okay. Yesterday on this pair on Tuesday was a sell-off, because what do we say expect first price from here? We had this breakout. There was a minor sweep that happened here on 15 minutes. Let me see. No. So I would not have taken there are all these pair, all these US pair, they are news fundamental pairs, news affiliated, all these US oil, NAS 100. They always new fundamental. But there's also respect the same logic over time. So most times you can have a pump, price will just pump without giving entry. Most days on this PS, price will give it the same entry. Like this day, let's see this day. Strip of this eye, we had a strip of this eye, we had a body closure, price related to that level. So it was a sell-off on this day. So that's does it. I'm having a battery low on my laptop currently. So is there any other question? Is there no question? So we know that we have sessions tonight. I'll send the recording. I'll send the recording after a session. I'm sure everybody gets to understand confidence, Daniel, George, Daniel, Emmanuel, and other people, right? I'm sure you guys understand. Are you sure you guys can hear me? Let me know. Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, thank you. So, all right, thank you. So that's for tonight's section. So understanding how the 4 hours candles, the 4 hour structure with 4 hours candle, that candle with structure and alignment is very, very important in the market space. Same thing with DI. When you go to volatility, I don't know if I can go all these pairs. Okay, let me see indices. Is it derived per year? I think
Yeah, I
volatility.
think I've been looking for it. I don't know how to add it, but they said it has been added to trading.
Okay, 10 index. Let me see if like 10 index. My battery can allow me to see that. Okay. On the 4 hours too, let's swap on the 4 hours today on 10 index. The third candle is around 10 to 1. I think 10 to 1, if I'm not mistaken, too. Sorry, let me cut. Sorry, okay, let me leave. I think the have is still printing here. Okay. So, like today, this was today, and you can see our price. So, nice, very nice. So, this was a nice. So, see the logic. See where price was coming from. The key level, right? And we had a breakout, right? We had price coming, give us a breakout. We had price give us a breakout. What expect price to do? From the breakout section, you know that the price coming from a key level is supposed to end direction from a key level after this breakout. So price take out external liquidity, or the price take out internal liquidity to buy up. I think what this was around 10 to 2. So on 30-minute time frame, I'm sure there was a setup that made the price to buy up like this. So let's see the entry. This was by 2:30. So nice one, sweep. Nice one. I can see my entry here. We have price sweep, we had a sweep, and we had a body closure. Can you see our price triggered of this level? It's a nice level. Sweep, body closure, tapped immediately, and we see our price buy from there. It's still buying from there. Nice one, nice one, nice one. This is volatility 10s. Nice one. So that's that. So I think that nice. I'm having the 4% battery. I'm sure everyone understood some things to take over for the weekend. So use this to. I'll send the recordings. What do you say?
Well, I'm just shocked this thing is playing out like this on the week. I didn't know now.
He plays everything that's candle now. Anything candle he plays on it. There's nothing that doesn't play. After it's candle. So that's all. I think that's all for tonight. Let me stop the recording.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
So
much.
thank you for guys for joining. Next week's session is gonna be more about it's more about I'll talk about more of structure. It does not going to talk about account now, it's just structure. Then from there we can move in back and forth again, just like just enjoying the section over time. So see you guys when NSI the same time next week. And you can also share the links to your friends to join in over time to also being a part of the family. So have a good weekend. See you next week. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Good
Good
night.
night. Good night. Good night. Good night.